Hello everyone. So in this Python session, we will start with the tuples, dictionaries and set. In the previous session, we have discussed about string manipulations and list manipulations, like the functions and methods used in list and strings. Now in this session, we will start with the tuples and we will going to finish tuples, dictionary and set and frozen set. Okay. So first here we have tuples. And as you know that tuples are immutable in nature. Okay, like we cannot modify the tuples, we cannot make changes in the tuples, we cannot add items and we cannot remove items. So we have very limited number of functions and methods in the tuples. Okay, as compared to list and strings. So first we can see how we can create tuples. So we can simply use any variable name, let's say a equal, and here we can use parenthesis. Parenthesis means round brackets. And then here we can mention the name of your elements. Okay, and then we can print here type of a here. Okay, and when you run this, you will notice it is a tuple. Okay, so there's one more way of creating a tuple. We can use tuple constructor. For example, we have b equal, and here we can mention tuple here. Okay, and then here we can mention your elements. So let's say these are my elements. We can copy here and we can paste here. And then we can again check the type of B. Okay, if you run this, you will notice this is also a tuple. So there's two ways of creating a tuple. Either you can use direct parenthesis or you can simply use tuple constructor here. Okay, then we have length of a tuple. So here we can use print length of A here or B here. Okay, if you run this, so here we have three elements in the tuple. Okay, which is apple, banana, and cherry. So these are three elements. Okay, even if you want to create tuple with one item, so how we can create it? So for creating a tuple with one item, here you can use C equal, and then you can mention parenthesis and name of your one element. Let's say apple, and then after apple you have to put a comma here. Comma is compulsory here. Okay, now this is your like tuple with one element. Okay, if you see, if you print C here, you will notice this is a tuple with one element. Okay, so this is how we can create a tuple with one element. And if you mention this one, like if you remove this comma and if you check print C, or you can see print type of C, then you will notice this is not a tuple. Okay, if you run this one, you will notice this is a string, a simple string. So if you want to create tuple with one element, then you can mention a comma here. If you mention a comma, then this becomes a tuple here. Okay. And without comma, this is just a string. Okay, so this is how we can check length and this is how we can create tuples. Now again, how we can access elements from the tuples. Okay, so let me uncomment. And here we can use how to access the elements. Simply we can use indexing. Okay, so indexing in tuples. So how we can use indexing? Simply we can use print and we can mention the name of your tuple, which is A, and then index number. Okay, same as list. So let's say 0, 0 means apple because indexing starts from 0. And when you run this one, you will notice apple here. Same goes with the, let's say, here we can use, sorry, yeah. Let's say 2 here. 2 is cherry here. Okay, cherry. Same as in the tuples, you can mention any other data types like 1, 2, 3 or any float numbers, any boolean values, any other like data type. Okay, so this is how you can use indexing. If you mention -1 here, then -1 means this will start from end, which is 4.5. So this is a reverse indexing, or we can say negative indexing. So negative indexing or indexing, this is start from -1. So -1 is 4.5, -2 is 3, -3 is 2, -4 is 1, -5 is cherry, and so on. If you run this one, you will notice 4.5. Okay, so this is how you can access the items in a tuple, or we can say indexing. Same as we have slicing here. Okay, so in the slicing, we can use, let's say, print a of. Now, let's say I want to slice from 0 to 3. Okay, so here you can mention 0, which is starting, to 3 means 4. Okay, means one step forward. You have to mention one additional element, and 4 is excluded here. 0 means apple, 1 means banana, 2 means cherry. Sorry, here we have to mention, yeah. And then here we can run this one. Yeah, here we have to mention 3 because we are printing here 3 elements. And if you run this one, you will notice apple, banana, cherry, which means we have to mention the elements up to 2 here. Okay, 0 is apple, 1 and 2, up to cherry. So we have to mention one additional number, which is 1. Okay, means we have to mention 0 to 3, which means 0 to 2. Same as if you mention 0 to 5, which means 0 to 4. 0 to 4 means up to here, 2 here. Okay, so up to 2 here. So you can use slicing. See, this is same as like list or string. Okay, here you can apply, you can simply, if you want to start from the starting, then you can mention simple semicolon. Okay, and if you use this one, which is, this is for the stopping. Okay, so here we have the syntax, which is we have start element, we have stop element, which is number, and here we have step element. So if you mention -1, so this will print your tuple in the reverse order. Okay, from 4.5, then 3 to 1, and so on. And if you mention 1 here, simple. So let's say here we are starting from the apple, and let's say here I want to stop from up to here, 2 here. So we can mention 5 here, and then we can mention the step. 1 means 1 step, which means no skipping. Okay, apple, banana, cherry, these are all in sequence. If you mention 2 here, which means 1 skipping of one value or element. So here we have apple because it is starting from 0. Banana is skip here, as you can see, no banana here. And cherry here, which is your third element. And then we have 1. 1 is skip here. So here after 1, we have 2 here. So 2 means 1 skipping. 3 means 2 skipping. Okay, so here you can mention step means you want to skip any value. Okay, so this is again same as list slicing. Now here we can check if any element present or not. So how to check if there's any element present in your tuples or not. Okay, so here we can use membership operator, okay, which is in and not in. So here you can mention print, simple print. Let's say I want to check if apple, which is this one, apple is in A or not. Okay, which is apple. You can use apple is a string, so you can use quotations apple in A. A is your name of your tuple. And here this will give you true or false, like answer in Boolean. If you see, this is true here because apple is present in the A. Same as if you mention any number, like let's say 6 here. Now 6 in A, no, 6 is not present in A. So here we have false here. Same as reverse, we are not in. If we check 5, not in A. So basically we are saying that 5 is a number which is not present in A. So this is true. So answer will be true here because 5 is not in your tuple. Okay, so not in is opposite of in here. Okay, so this is how we can check elements if the elements are present in any particular tuple or not. Now here we cannot perform update of list, sorry, tuple. We cannot update, we cannot change any element, we cannot add any element, or we cannot remove any element from the list, sorry, from the tuple. So what we can do, we can, if we want to, let's say, update the tuple. So what we can do in that case? So we can simply convert this tuple into list and then back into tuple. For example, let's say we have this A is a tuple here. Now here I am converting this A into a list. That's a list of A. Okay, so here I am changing this particular tuple into a list here. And here I'm storing this particular list in the variable B. Okay, and if you check print type of B here, so you will notice it is a list with same elements as tuples. Okay, so you can notice it is a list. Now we can change or we can manipulate the items here. So how we can manipulate? Simply you can mention, let's say B. Let's say I want to replace this number, let's say apple, into any other element. So you can mention the index number of apple, which is 0. And then let's say I want to change apple from grapes. Okay, and if you print the B again, you will notice in place of apple, we have grapes here. Okay, now this is a list. Now you can convert this list back into tuples. So how we can convert? You can simply mention A here. Okay, so here we have this A and we are converting A tuple and then here we have B. So B is now a list and we are converting this B again into tuple. And if you check the type of A again, so now you will notice it is a tuple again. Okay, you can see class tuple and you can simply print your tuple here, which is A here. Okay, now you can see it is a tuple. And in place of apples, we have grapes here. So this is how we can update your tuples. And this is the same way you can update your tuples. You can add your tuples, like add any elements from your tuples. Okay, or same as you can remove any elements from the tuples. Okay, by converting your tuples into list. Okay, now we can perform the same operation with the help of like how we can add items. So here we can use add tuples here. So again, what we can do? Let me copy this entire list here. Okay, like code here. Okay, so now here you can notice we have this tuples here, and now we have changed this tuple into a list. Okay, now we can add any other items in this list. Okay, like you can append, so you can mention b dot append, and you can mention, let's say I want to append 55 here. Sorry, it is a string 55. Okay, and if you print the b here, so it is now a list and 55 has been added. Now we can convert this list back into tuples. Okay, now you can see this is now a tuple. Sorry, I have to mention b here. Okay. Now you can see 55 has been added and it is now again a tuple. Okay. So this is again how we can add any elements in the tuple by converting the tuples into list. Same as with the removing. If you want to remove anything, same as you can, let me remove this source code. Yeah. So here we have this type B. Now let's say I want to remove this apple from the tuples. Okay. Now currently my tuple is a list here. Okay, as you can see, we have converted my tuple into list. So if I want to remove apple here, then I can use b dot remove, and I can mention the element I want to remove. Apple here. Okay, and then again I can convert this back into a tuple, which is tuple, and b here, and then we can simply print the a here. Okay, if you check it, you can see banana, cherry. Now everything is same, but apple is removed from the tuple. Okay. And if you want to delete the tuple, then how we can delete? So you can let me So here you can use del and mention your tuple name A. Simple. And then if you print the A here, you will get an error. Okay, which is name A is not defined because A is a tuple which is removed now. So this is how we can delete the tuples. Then we have unpacking of a tuple, like how we can unpack. For example, let me. So let's say we have this tuple here. We have apple, banana. Let me remove these elements. Okay. So we have three elements in this particular tuple. So unpacking means we are assigning these elements to each and every variable. For example, let's say here I am using a parenthesis and let's say x comma y comma z. Okay, equal. And then here we can use a here. Okay, now if you check, if you print your x, y, and z. Okay, let me show you the output here. So now you can see we are assigning this apple element, or we can say string, to x here, banana to y, and cherry to z. And this is known as unpacking of a tuple. Okay, unpacking of a tuple. So, and whenever we are printing x, y, z, you will notice apple, banana, and cherry here. Okay, so here this is known as unpacking. If you have multiple items, let's say 1, 2, now this will throw an error. Okay, because here we are using three variables only, but how many items? We have five items. So here we have to make sure that we have the equal number of variables as the items. Then only unpacking will work. Okay, or what you can do, you can simply put a asterisk sign here. This one. Okay. So here we are seeing that apple will goes to X, banana to Y, and rest elements are into Z here. Okay, same as if you run this one, you will notice apple into the X, Y into the banana, sorry, banana into Y, and rest cherry 1, 2 are into the Z here. Okay, so you can see now this is a list here. If you check the type of Z, okay, then you will notice this is a list. Okay, so unpacking is like putting, like dividing your elements and assigning them a variable. Okay, if you have multiple items, 3, 4, 5, then rest of the items from cherry, this will goes inside Z. And if you run this, you will notice Z has cherry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And type of Z is list here. So this is how you can, what we can say, unpack any element of a tuple. Okay, now you can perform addition here in like sorry, joining of tuples. Okay. So let's say we have this A tuple here. Let's say we have B equal 1, 2, 3. Let me put quotations. Let's say 7, 8, 9. Now we can simply join these tuples together. You can mention C here and you can note you can do A plus B. And if you print the C here and if you run this, you have this all items apple, banana, cherry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here we are not adding the tuples into these tuples. Okay, like we are not adding B into A. We are creating a new variable C and adding A and B together. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, sorry guys. Now we can continue. Okay, so this is how we can join the tuples. Now, same as we can multiply the tuples, we can simply, let me remove these. Okay, so here we can use print, and you can use, or what we can do, we can use another variable, let's say b. Okay, and you can mention your tuple name, which is a here, and you can use a multiplication sign, and you can mention 2 here. Okay, so these all elements will be printed 2 times. And here you can print b here. And if you run this one, you will notice each and every elements multiplied. Okay, we have apple 2 times, same as, or these are all in order here. Okay, so this is how we can use, this is how we can multiply and join the tuples. Now we have some more methods like count and index method. For example, so here let me copy this same tuple. Yeah. So we have this tuple here, which is a equal, and here we have these elements. Then we can use b equal, and let's say I want to count. Let me put another 5 here. Okay, let's say I want to count how many fives are there in my tuple. So you can mention a dot count, and you can mention elements you want to count 5. So if you run this one, you will notice 2 times. Sorry, we have to print b as well. Okay, so here we have this 5 2 times. Okay, so this is how we can use count. Same as we can use index. Here you can use index. And let's say I want to find the index number of 5 here. Or we can use apple here. Okay, because it is the first element. Or you can use any other element here. So this will give you index number of apple, which is 0. So these are some methods of the tuples. As I said, tuples are immutable in nature. So it is like we have like limited number of methods and functions in tuples. Okay. Now we can move to dictionaries. Any questions up to here? Any doubts or questions? So we know how to create a dictionary. So we can use a equal, and you can mention any elements in the dictionary. Here you can use a, and let's say 1, same as b. You can use second, and then you can use c, which is 3 here. And then if you check the type of a, you will notice it is a dictionary. Okay. Same as you can create dictionary with the help of constructor, which is dictionary constructor. Okay, by using some commas. Okay, that you will do by yourself. Then how to access the items of the dictionary? Okay, for example, we have this x equal, and you can mention the name of a dictionary. And let's say I want to access the value of a here. So here you can mention the key here, which is a. And then you can print the x here. Okay, and if you run this one, you will notice 1 here. Okay, which is now you can see dictionaries are the key value pairs, and these are mutable in nature. So 1 is a value of key A. So here we are like assigning A. We are checking the value of key A here. Okay, from the dictionary A here. A is like a variable which is stored dictionary. Same as in place of A, here you can mention A dot keys. So this will give you the keys of A, which is ABC. ABC are keys. Same goes with the values here. And if you run this one, you will notice values of dictionary A here. And same goes with the items here. Items. Okay, so these are the items in the dictionary. Okay, so this is how we can check, like we can see the items. Now here we have how we can check the any item, or we can say any key is present in the dictionary or not. Okay, so here we can use print. Let's see, we want to check A in dictionary, or we can say A. A is like the name of my dictionary. Okay, and if you run this one, you will notice true here, because A is a key which is present in the dictionary. Same goes with the B here, and if you run this one, you will notice true here. Okay, if you mention D here, which will give you false here. Okay, so this is how we can check if any value is present, or we can say any key is present in the dictionary or not. And you can only check with the help of keys only, not values. Okay, then we have how we can change values in the dictionary. As I said, dictionaries are immutable in nature, which means we can change elements, we can change the values, we can add any values, and we can remove the values. So if you want to add anything, any key value pair, or if you want to update any value, then here you can use A. Let's say I want to update the value of B here. And here you can mention 55. And if you print B here, A here, you will notice the value of B has been changed to 55 here. Okay, A is my variable, B is my key here, and here we are changing value of 2 from 55 here. And here you can see B equal 55. This is how we can change the values. If you want to change the both key and value pairs, then here you can use A dot update here. Okay, now let's say I want to update the value C here. Okay, so here you can mention in place of C. Okay, let's say I want, let's say 77 or 78. Okay, and here you can use print A here. Okay, now here we have changed the value of C, which is 3 to 78. Okay, so this is how you can update. So there's one way of updating, and this is second way of updating. And then how we can add items in the dictionary. So this is adding items. So for adding items, we can simply use A, which is your dictionary name. And then let's say I want to mention D here. And here I can use, let's say 12 here. And if you print the A now, A here, now here we have these items. Okay, D equal 12 here. So this is how we can like add items. Okay. And if you want to change the entire key value pair, so what you can do, you can remove that key value pair and you can add another one. That we can do. Okay, because without key, you cannot change the values. Then how we can remove the values from the dictionary? So this is removing the values. So here you can simply mention A dot pop. And let's say I want to pop C from my or A from my dictionary. So you can mention A, your key name, and print A here. Okay, now you can see we have B here, only B, 2 and C 78. Let me comment this one. Yeah. So here we have this B and C only. So this is how we can pop items. Or here we have one more like we have one more method which is pop item. So this is pop and previous one is pop. Let me copy this one. Second, we have this pop item. And here you cannot mention any. Okay, now we can print this one. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, let me mention B here. Okay, B here and B here as well. And B here. So we have three elements in the B, A, B, C. And if you run this one, you will notice we have this one. B. Why this is printing? I think we have. Okay, now you can notice we have A and B. So pop item will remove the last elements. Okay, from the list. Sorry, from the dictionary. Then we have pop. Pop simply remove the element of your choice, whatever you will mention here, and pop item will remove the last element from the dictionary. Yes, yes. How you can use nested dictionary as well, and you can perform the same functions and methods in the nested dictionary. Okay, then here again we have del method for removing or for deleting your that dictionary. So this is same as the what we can say the method of list or strings or tuples. You can mention del b, but in the del b you can also mention if you want to remove any key here. For example, you can mention, let's say I want to remove a here, simply a from the dictionary. So in the del here you can also mention the specific key you can remove. Okay, and you can print the b here. Okay, now you can notice we have b and c only. So this will work both ways. If you remove here, this will also remove your entire dictionary. Okay, so here we have this error, which is name B is not defined because B has been removed. So first here we have B, then we have removed B, and then we are printing B. Okay, and as you know, the code flows from top to bottom. So first this will execute it, and then this one, and then this one. Okay, that is why we have this error, which is in the middle we have removed B as a dictionary. Okay, same as we have this clear method. If you remove this one, we have this clear method, which is we can use simply b dot clear, and this will like clear your dictionary. So here we have this empty dictionary. Okay, no elements at all. Okay, now we can copy the dictionary. If you comment this one, let's say here I have another variable c, and here we can mention b dot copy. So this is same. We can simply copy the elements and print c here. So this is how we can copy the dictionary. And here another way of copy the dictionary, you can simply use C. Okay, and here you can use B. Sorry, here we can use dictionary and we can use brackets B here. So this is another way of copying the dictionary. Okay, you can mention C, your another variable, your dictionary, and here you can mention B here. Okay, so you can copy this one. Then we have this nested dictionary. So let me create an example of a nested dictionary. For example, let's say we have this student dictionary equal. Here we can use, and then we can use a space here. Let's say we have this name John. Let's see with this age here. Okay, let's say 12. And let's say we have this score here. Sorry, score here. Let's say 55. Okay, so this is, and here we can use another dictionary. Okay, yeah. Here we can use a curly braces. So this is one dictionary inside of one dictionary. Okay, so here we can simply use another string, which is, let's say, the score of student 1, and then the semicolon. So here we have some syntax error. Sorry, this quotation. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the student. We can say students as a variable name. And then here we have this curly braces for the first dictionary. Then inside this first dictionary, we have this student as a key here. Okay, and inside this, for this key, we have this another dictionary as a value up to here. So here we have this name John. Okay, and we have this age, and then we have this score, and then end of this dictionary. Same as we can create another dictionary. Simply we can put comma here, and then let me copy this entire code, and we can simply paste here. So we have this student second here. Okay, 2 here, and then we have this name. Let me change name. Okay, name anything we can put, and then marks and value. Sorry, score and this age here. So this is your nested dictionary. If you check the print students, okay, so this is your nested dictionary. So here you can perform the same operations as other dictionaries. Okay, so this is how we can create dictionaries, and these are the methods in the dictionaries. Okay, like you can add items, you can remove items, you can change the items. Okay, now we can move to set. Okay, now here we have set and frozen set. So like how we can create set, again set are immutable and mutable both in nature. So here again we have limited number of options in the set. So first let's say we have set underscore one, and here we can use curly braces, and then we can mention some elements. Okay, like here we have B and here we have C here. So if you check print type of your set underscore one, so it is a set here. Okay, class set. Then we can check the length of your set. So here you can mention length of set. So here we have three elements. If you mention the duplicate C, let's say 1, 1. So now here we have only 4 items. Basically here we have 5 items, A, B, C and 1 and 1. But here we have only 4 items. Okay, because duplicates are not allowed in the set. Same as we can use, this is one method of creating a set. We can use set underscore second, and we can use a set constructor here to create the set. And here you can mention your elements. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. So this set and underscore setting, set and underscore second is also your set. So here we can use set underscore second, and here we can check the type of your set. So set second is also a set. So this is second way of creating a set. Now here again we can check if any element present in the set or not. So same, you can use a membership operator. You can mention, let's say A. You're checking if A in set underscore one or not. So this will give you true here because this A is present in the set one. That is why we have true here. Okay, same as not an operator, you can check it by yourself. Then set is mutable in nature because we can add items and we can remove items. But we cannot change the elements of the set. For example, we cannot replace A from any other element. That is not possible. But we can add elements and we can remove elements within the set. So how we can add items in the set? So you can simply mention your set name, set underscore one, let's say, dot add here. Let's say I want to add here apple here. Okay, in the set. And if you print the set underscore one, so here you can notice we have apple here, and set is unordered in nature, which means we cannot perform indexing here. Okay, now let's say we want to add multiple set together. So this is, we can mention adding one item at a time. Same as we can add multiple set together. For example, here let's say we have set underscore one dot update set underscore second. Okay, now here we are printing set 1. So here you can see we have 1, okay, from the set 1, A from the set 1, and 2 and 3 from the set second, and B from the set 1, apple from the set 1. Okay, let me remove this one. So here we are adding set 1 in set A, sorry, set second. So this is how we can use, we can add the set. Same as you can add the iterables in the set. For example, let me comment this one. Let's say I have, let's say, a list here. Okay, list underscore one. Let's say here I have some items. Um, so let's say I have 2 items in the list. So basically what we can do, we can add the list inside set. So if you use here list underscore one. So we are adding the list underscore one into a set. Okay, if I run this one, you can notice we have this set here, and then we have this we have this list here. So here we are updating this particular, we are adding this list into this particular set. Okay, and this is a set only, not a list or not any other data type. This is a set. So you can add the list or any other data type in the set. Okay, so this is how we can perform addition in the set, how we can add items. Then we have remove items. For example, if I want to remove, because we can add items in the set, we can remove items in the set. So for removing, we can use set underscore one dot remove. Okay, and then let's say I want to remove A here from the set. And then you can print set underscore one. So A has been removed. We have B, C, and 1. Okay. Same as now, if you run this source code, this one again, okay. So this will throw an error. Okay, let me remove the set underscore one dot remove again, okay, from the set. And then I am printing the set underscore. Okay, so basically I have this set here and I am removing A from the set and then I am printing it. And then I am again removing this this A from the set and then again printing it. So this will throw an error because basically we have removed the A previously and then we are removing again, which will throw an error because A is not present in the set. So if you want to avoid this error, then in place of remove, you can use discard here. Okay, discard. So if one element is not present in the set, discard element will not throw an error while removing it. Okay. So this is how we can uh, like uh, like save this from the error. So instead of remove, you can always use discard because if any element is not present in the set, so this will not going to throw an error. Okay. Same as we can, as you can see, we can delete the set. We can pop items from the set. We can clear the set. Okay. For example, we can use set underscore one dot pop. Okay. So this will pop the item from the set, pop one item from the set, and we can simply print this one. Okay. So we have one ABC. So this will going to pop any random item from the set. Same as we have clear. So in place of pop, you can use clear. So now here we have this empty set. Okay. Only set, which is empty. Same as you can use del keyword here for deleting the set. Okay, which is here you can use del set underscore one. So this will delete your set. And this will throw the error. Okay, so these are like the basic operations we can use in the set. Now we have some more advanced operations in the set. First, here we have join two sets together. For example, we have set one here. Let's say we have elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's say we have second set here, which is let's say A and B here, and then C here. Okay, so here we can use set 3 equal set 1 plus set second. And we can print set 3 here. Okay, so this will throw an error. Sorry, this is not how we can join the set. So here we can use set 3 equal. Now we want to join the set. So here we can use union here, like set 1 dot union set second. And then we can print set 3 here. Okay, so this is how we can join the set with the help of union. Okay, so basically this union method only returns a new set with all items from both set. Okay, so this will, let's say if I'm mentioning here, basically we have all the items because duplicates are not allowed. So that is why we have this item. Same as we can use update in place of union. You can simply use update here. Okay, in place of union. So we can use union as well, or you can use update as well. Okay, any operation. Then we can also use intersection here. For example, we have two set here. Let's say here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the set second, here I'm mentioning 1 and 2 again. So in place of union, if I use intersection, so this will keep the duplicate items only. Okay, which is 1, 2 here. So within set 1 and set 2, 1, 2. 1 and 2 and this here 1, 2 are common here. So this will keep the common values or same, or we can say same values from both set. And the union will keep the like different values from both set. So this is how this intersection work. Okay, so same as here we can use count method. Okay, like how many items, but count method didn't work here because we don't have duplicates in the set. Okay, and rest we have frozen set. So how we can create frozen set from the set? So here we can use, let's say, frozen 1 equal. We can use a keyword here, frozen set. And then here we can use set 1 here. And if you check the type of frozen 1, then this is a, yeah. So this is a frozen set. Okay, and frozen set is immutable in nature. So we have again limited number of operations in the frozen set. Like basically we cannot perform adding, or we cannot remove elements, and we cannot update elements in the frozen set. Okay, so these are some common methods and functions present in the set and frozen set. Like basically in the set is mainly important than frozen set. Okay, now any other questions? If not, then we can start from the conditionals. So basically in the conditionals, we are going to study if, elif, and else. And basically we use conditionals for checking any condition. Okay, and what is the syntax of the conditionals? So here we can write syntax. So here we have this if here, if, and then we have the condition here which you want to check. And then semicolon. And then if this condition is true, then you can print your piece of text. Okay, so this one is your syntax of your conditionals. Simple if condition. For example, here, let's say I have a list here. A equal. Okay, let's say I have some values in the list. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's say 5. Now here I want to check if 1. Okay, 1 in this particular list. And then here I can print, let's say 1 is present in the list, like this one. So so if is a here keyword, and this one is my condition here, and then here we have semicolon, and then we have this indentation here. Indentation is very important, otherwise this will throw an error. And then here we have this statement here, and if you run this one, you can see 1 is present in the list. And what if I use 6 here? Okay, 6 in A. So basically 6 is not there, so this will print nothing. Okay, because here we are saying if 6 is present, then only print this statement. but now 6 is not there. So here we can use else here. So what if 6 is not present? So we can simply use 6 is not present in the list. Okay, here we can use 6 here. So if you run this one, you will notice 6 is not present in the list because 6 is not there. So in the else here, if we use else here, so else will not take any condition. Okay, so else will not take any condition. So here we have this else and then semicolon. And then here we have this indentation and print whatever you want to print here. Okay, so this is a simple if or else statement. Okay, for example, let me give you some more examples. Now here, let's say the length of this A is 5. We have 5 elements in this A. So here we can check if length of A, okay, is greater than or equal to 5 and semicolon, then simply print, okay, simple. Else, let's say we can use print here, say not okay. Okay, like this. So here we are checking the length. First, here we are checking the length of this A. And here then we are checking if length of A is greater than or equal to 5. Then print okay, then not okay. Okay, so basically okay because length is equal to 5. If I mention some more operators like any elements here, so this will also print okay here. Because here we are checking length is greater than and equal to. Okay, greater than and equal. Okay, if you use smaller than, let's say if I am removing the elements here. Let's say here we have 3 elements in the list. Then this will print not okay. Because here we have 3 elements only. And here we are checking for the condition more than 5 or 5. So if you want to use this one, here you can change the sign to less than. Okay, then this will print you okay here. Because now here we are checking if length of A, which is this one, is less than or equal to 5. Then here this means we have 3 elements or 5 elements. Okay. Basically, I have used all. Now, then let's check if odd or even. Okay, odd or even numbers. Let's say we have a list again. Let's say num equal 4 here. Now we can check if this number is even or odd. So here we can use if num modulus, sorry, modulus 2 equal 0. Then we can say even. Else we can say simply odd. Okay, which means this sign which is num equal 0. Okay, let me print this one first. Okay, if we have num equal 4, let's say, and then we have this one, print num modulus second. So this modulus, which is a percentage sign, will give you the remainder part, okay, of the number. So if you run this one, you will notice 0 here, which means what is even when a number is fully divided by second, by 2. So now this number is fully divided by 2, which means this will throw and give you output as 0 here. So here we are comparing. If this number will give 0, then number is even, then it is odd. Okay, otherwise it is odd. Okay, for example, if here we are using 5 here. So 5 will return 1 here as a remainder. So now 1 is not equal to 0 here. So this will this will print odd here. So if you run this one, you will see 1 here. This one. 1 here. Okay, because when you divide 5 by 2, this will give you remainder as 1. And 1 is not equal to 0. So that is why this will print odd here. Okay, so this is how this basic program works. So here we have this num And here this is even because number 4 is even. If we use 5 here, so number 5 is odd here. Okay, now we can also take number from the user. So here you can use int input. Let's say enter the number. Okay, now we can move on desktop and we can use Python. So this is asking for the number, let's say 44. So 44 is even. Let's say 55. So this is 555 is odd here. So we can also take number from the user and we can check if the number is even or not. Okay, so num is a variable here and we have this particular we are taking number from the user using input keyword here, and then we are using this num. Now whatever the number the user will give, this will store in this num here in this particular variable, and then we are using this variable to check the condition. Okay, so this is how we use if or else. Now when we use if or else and when we use if else, so can anyone tell me when do we use if else and when we can use if else? Yes, exactly. So whenever we want to check the two conditions, then we use if else, and when we want to check multiple conditions, we use if else. Okay, so let me mention this. Okay, so if else for checking two conditions and if else for checking the multiple conditions. Okay, so let's say if you want to check three conditions. Okay, for example, we have this number equal 4. Okay, now here I want to check three conditions. Okay, so let's say, or what we can do, we can take number from the user. Okay, like any number. So let me copy this one and we can paste here. Okay, now here we are taking number from the user. Now here we are checking if this number is greater than 5. Okay, then we can print number is greater than 5. Then we can use elif here. Elif also takes condition. Let's say if we use if number is greater than or yeah greater than uh, sorry, here we can use less than. Okay, and here we can use greater than 5. Then here we can simply print number is less than 5. Okay, and then here we can use else. Here we can use print number is 0. So basically here we have this one. Yeah, let me remove this one. Okay, now we can use Python hello.py. So number, let's say like 6 here. So number is less than 5. Okay, so here we have some error. So error is in this statement. Here we have to mention less than, and here we have to mention greater than. That's it. Okay, now we can run this again. let's say number is 4. So number is less than 4. And here let's say number is 7. So number is greater than 7. And let's say if 0, so the number is less than 0. Now here we have this number, which is number is less than 0 because of this statement. So if else works in the top to bottom manner, which is first this will check this condition. If this condition is true, then this will not execute the further code here. Okay. And same as with this one and this one. If any of this condition is true, the execution will stop there only. Okay. So what we can do, we can simply use equal, we can use num is less than 5. Now here we can use an additional condition using and or operator. Okay. So now here we want to check if number is less than 5 and number is equal to 0, or we can say, equal to 1. Or we can use different piece of code. This has no means here. Okay. So here we can use num, and here we can use enter the number. Okay, now here we want to check. Let's say we are checking for the grade card. Okay. So here, let's say here we can use, in place of number, we can use score here. Now we can check if score is less than, or sorry, greater than 90 here, or so here we are checking if the score is greater than 90 and if the score is less than equal to 80 here. Okay, or simply less than 80 here. Then we can mention print A here, simple A. So here let's create a condition first. So here we are checking for this condition. If the score is between 81 to 90 or 200, let's say, then we can mention A here. Okay, then we can mention A here. If the score is, let's say 61 to 80, we can mention B here. Let's say the score is 41 to 60, we can use C here. And if the score is less than 40, then we can simply use any D here. Okay, so we have this piece of condition here. So now we can create the program as per this condition. And here we will going to use AND operator. Now the difference in AND operator and OR operator is, AND operator will check both conditions and OR operator will check only one condition. Sorry, OR operator will check both conditions and AND operator will, sorry, it sounds confusing. AND operator will check for both conditions and OR operator will check only for one condition. Okay, so before that, let me give you one example. So let's say here we have this number, which is, we can simply use print. Yeah, social science repository. So here first we have this one print, 1 equal 1 and 2 equal 3. So and we'll check for both conditions. Means this one is also and this one also. Now this will print you false here because this condition is true, but this condition is false. So and we'll check for both conditions, while or we'll check only for the one condition. If one condition is true, this will print true here. Okay, for example, let me run this one. Now this will give output as true here, because here one condition is true. Let me comment this line also. Yeah. So this will give you the true here. And if you use here and, so this will give you false, because here and will check for both conditions and or will only check for one condition. If one condition is true, then we have true here in case of or. And in AND condition, this will check this condition also and this condition also. And if any one of the condition is false, AND will give you false here. Okay. Same concept we can use here also. Okay, now so here we can create this code. Like here we can check if now here we are checking for this condition. We want the marks between score between 81 to 100. So here we want score. We can uncomment. Okay, so here we are taking a score from the user. So we can check score is greater than or equal, sorry, less than or equal to 100, and you can use and here or you can use this sign as well, ampersand, single sign. Okay, but here we will use and here. And score is uh yeah, greater than equal, or we can use greater than 81. Okay, 80 like this. Then here we can use print a here, simple. Here we have this number. We are checking if the number is less than equal to 100 and greater than and 80, which is in the middle of 80 and 100. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Yeah. Now, second condition, we are checking if the score is greater than 60, like in the middle of 60 and 80. Then here we have B here. Then in middle of 40 and 60. Then here we have C, and then so on. Okay. So this is how we can create this code. Like here we have lots of if else, like four if else. So that is why this we have this confusion. Okay. Now we can run this code, and here we can move on desktop. And then here we have this one. Let's say if we have 45, which is in middle of this condition, then we have C here. Okay. Same as if like let's say if we have any negative number, then that is -3, that is undefined. Okay. So because here in the elif condition, we are checking if number is equal to 0 and less than 0. Okay. So this is just an introduction of conditionals, and rest we will continue tomorrow. So any questions till now up to here? Okay, so rest we will continue tomorrow. Thank you.